Hey, Boaz here from Next Pittsburgh. If you have ever sent a priority mail package in the Pittsburgh area, it has gone through this facility. This is how the mail works in Pittsburgh, and to learn more about it, we're going to talk to the plant manager here, Steve Tarpey. So, Steve, where are we right now?
So you're at the Penwood Place Process and Distribution Center, and it's located in Warrendale, PA. And if you've mailed a package, priority mail package or first class mail package, anywhere from State College to Weirton, West Virginia, it's come through our facility for processing.
Wow, and so what does that mean like every day? How many packages are going through here?
Between 150,000 to 175,000 pieces per night. At Christmas and peak times, we can do upwards of 424,000 packages a day. The process all starts with mail coming in from the retail and the delivery units. Everything coming in for processing is unloaded and triaged here based on size, shape, and class of parcel, and it goes to whichever machine it needs to be processed on. So the first stop is usually on our apps machine. It's the automated package parcel sorting machine, and operates anywhere from 8,500 packages per hour to 10,000 packages per hour. We have had it all the way to 12,500. That's our building record, and we like to try to see if we can exceed that whenever we have that opportunity.
This has got to be the best view in the whole facility.
When I'm at work, I spend 80% of my time in this very position. From this position, I can see the entire operation. The mail is coming off the trucks on the dock, right into that dumper onto this feed belt. Series of belts there singulate the pieces into individual pieces. Again, scan all 5 sides, look for the barcode, and then it gets individually put onto a cell on the train, and then it gets sorted to its destination. If you look here, that's where the sacks are. The sacks are the air sacks. Those are all destinations that are going to fly to their next stop. And here on this the back side, this is all the machine that's destined to be delivered tomorrow for its local destination.
Oh, I see. So this is going to Morgantown, this is going to Steubenville, this is going to Altoona?
Yes, so
I'm pretty good at reading, I guess.
you're doing an excellent job at reading, which is great. That's a good start. You can work for us now. As you can see, a lot of the containers are empty. That's by design. These containers are moved every 30 minutes just to assure that we get that mail delivered tomorrow morning for the customer. So along with this machine, we also have one other machine that's operating on originating priority mail. That's called an APBS, Automated Parcel and Bundle Sorter. That machine runs roughly at 6,000 pieces per hour. I'm going to take you up for a little behind the scenes of how the machine operates here.
Oh my gosh, do we get to go up this yellow ladder? I hope so. Going up the ladder.
The mail's getting loaded onto this belt. The mail goes to these lanes for the employees to what's called face it, so they turn it address side up. This system here keeps every lane full, so it automatically senses when a lane's empty, and it fills it back up with mail. It can go forward, it can go reverse.
Well, this is nuts because this conveyor belt like shrinks and grows to sort of let things through this trap door. Your post office in your neighborhood closes, at 5 or 6 p.m., but that's really when you're just getting started over here, right?
That's the start of it. We're actually not at the peak time right now. It's a little bit early. Our peak time's about 8:30. 8:30, we'll have roughly 200 containers on the floor and about 5 additional trucks coming in with mail to be processed. So we're just getting started now. We'll be processing this until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, I had to stop us for a second because I saw some carts that say live animals on them.
Yes, so the Postal Service processes every day. We process live animals from crickets to bees to exactly what you see here, which are chicks. In the springtime, there's a large influx of mailing of chicks. They'll come from the hatcheries, and they'll mail them all over the country. These are handled differently than any other packages. They're separated, they're segregated by 3-digit, and they're hand loaded onto every truck. And they don't get preloaded onto any truck. They stay on our work floor in a temperature controlled environment until they're loaded for the customer.
How's your trip been so far? And recently, people have been talking about, concerns about mail slowdowns. Like, have you seen any of that around here?
I haven't seen any of that around here. Everything that you mail or a customer mail or somebody mails today, up until the time that window closes, will be processed and on its transportation tonight. Like I said, our service is averaging 97, 98% on time, which means if we tell you it's 3-day, 98% of the time it's going to be a 3-day product. And I can tell you that we don't carry any delays. We don't hold back any mail. We don't save any mail for the next day. Everything is processed that day. If you mailed it today, it's on its way today. Yes, it's quite a feat, and it takes an army, but it's an army of dedicated employees that do all the work. We're going to head to our newest machine. It's called the SPSS. We got ours installed in September, right before the Christmas season. It increased our package capacity to about 80,000 additional packages per day.
Gosh, it does look brand new. It has that new machinery smell.
It does have that new machinery smell. Very excited to get that here. Really assisted us during the peak season. It'll take a package down this belt. It'll weigh it, send it off to one of these cells, whichever one's open. It'll go through a series of scanners. The scanners will tell it its destination by the barcode, and then it's actually a little bit different than the other machines. The other machines roll off the sides. This machine is a trap door configuration, so the mail drops like a trap door. You always think, how hard can it be? Once you see how many steps it goes through and the machinery and the people sorting it, how much choreography is there, it really shows you that a lot goes into a package from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Anchorage, Alaska in 3 days. Typically we run first class mail back there. And again, you hear of the slowdowns of first class mail. That's just unfounded. Our first class mail service is actually improved, and again, we're running at a very high rate of on-time delivery.
What is the wildest package you've ever seen?
I've seen many refrigerators come through here that just went below our weight standard. Not really a wild package, but you think with the 70-pound weight restriction and the dimension restrictions, you really can mail almost anything. Now, there is a story back before they outlawed it that people used to mail their children because it was cheaper than putting them on a train. And it was legal, and I'm not sure, if you look on the internet, you'll find the stories, but that is actually the craziest thing the Postal Service has ever mailed was children.
That's wild. And you were saying that even 20 years ago, most of this was done by humans rather than machines.
Correct. When the Postal Service acquired this building, there were no machinery in it, and what would happen was you would break it down first by the first digit, then you would break it down by the next two, and it would keep flowing again from the inbound side of the building all the way to the outbound side of the building. Many more people were in this building, but all that work was done manually just as short as 20 years ago here.
So it's nearing 8 p.m., which here you call lunchtime.
Yes, 8 p.m. is about when we go to lunch. What that means is everything's come in to this point has been processed. So that's our early collection trips from the stations, the places closing earlier. We'll go to lunch at about 8 o'clock. When we come back at 8:30, all the employees will come back to full machines, and we'll go full throttle till the end of the night.
Well, I'll let you go to lunch, Steve, but thank you so much for the tour. This was really awesome. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for coming, and it was a pleasure having you. Thank you.
I'm going to think of you every time I mail a package now.